This is the start.
Hot 103, today's hottest music.
Today's hottest music, Hot 103's Big Show. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Lost Crews. It is a beautiful day, and it's a beautiful day because when you get a phone call from this guy, he definitely sets the party. We got Chavo Guerrero Jr. on the phone with us. What's up, sir?
What is going on, Hot 103?
Yeah.
Chavo, oh my God, man. So you've been busy, bro. I see that you're just, when do you have time to take a break? That's what I got to start with. When do you get to rest?
You know, Matt, it's just a hustle, man. You keep going out there, and it's kind of cool to, step away from wrestling and then all of a sudden be the Hollywood guy in, the wrestling guy in Hollywood. It's pretty cool, man.
It's crazy, man. And for those that are, Chavo, we got to talk about how has it been? I mean, Hollywood, it looks good on you, bro. Hollywood looks amazing on you, and just some of the stuff that you've been doing.
Well, it's really cool that the world is actually seeing that all us dumb wrestlers, John Cena, Dave Bautista, The Rock, me, we're all actually in Hollywood actually doing really, really well, and people are loving it, so it's a blessing for sure, man.
Man, so it's been great, man. And of course, you being a native to El Paso and you getting ready to make your way back to El Paso for El Paso Comic-Con, I'm sure you're excited to get home.
Yeah, oh no, for sure, man. El Paso, man, my heart's there still, and it's so great to come back and see just family, friends, and then meet so many of my EP natives. I love it so much.
Awesome, man. Well, of course,
we were talking about, my very first stop when I get off the plane is Chico's Tacos.
Every time, priorities. That is amazing. I was just there a few days ago. You have to have a double with fries.
Oh, yeah. See, I do the triple.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I do the triple with fries and, Coke for sure.
Oh, yes, Coke.
Right, yeah. And then, you throw the little green salsita in there, and then you're set and you're ready to go, man. It's just... I get all those little green sauces. They're so good. Oh, man. But, of course, like I said, you've been busy, man. How has it been? Your latest project, The Iron Claw. Talk to us about it, man, because it's been getting such amazing reviews just as far as the work that has been going into it, man, and just talk to us about how it's been, man.
Well, everybody knows that one of the big Guerrero rivalries was against the Von Erich family.
Yeah.
So we used to go and compete in their organization in Dallas. They'd come and wrestle for my grandfather over there at the El Paso Coliseum. And, we were just so, entwined with that family. And then when all the tragedy started happening to them, it really affected us as well because, we've known them for so long, every generation. So for me to be able to go and work on this film about that family was really, really awesome. Just come full circle.
Hey, man, let me ask you, what is it, we talk about, this thing called wrestling. What's it like for, some of these actors that are coming to set that are realizing like, no, man, this is some serious stuff, man. It's like, so what are the actors' first thoughts when they're getting into this world? Like, especially because you're seeing some of the training that they're going through. So what's it like for them to kind of take all this in and just this history as well?
Well, the first thing I had to do is get them, acquired to the ring, because they're very timid. They get in, they see the stuff that we're doing and, power bombs and going through tables and stuff. And I go, guys, okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on storytelling. That's really what wrestling is really storytelling. We're going to focus on that. And I go, don't worry, I'm going to make you guys look like you guys are 100% wrestlers without having to go through all the bumps and grinds that we did. So they, once I get them to trust me and really love coming to wrestling practice as opposed to a pro wrestler, we're actually, beating them up in the ring. You got to get ring hard, we call it. With these actors, I got to be very careful because, they're millions of dollars of talent and the studios are putting their trust in me to actually, get these guys, first of all, keep them safe, but make them look like the true thing, the real thing.
Yeah.
So, Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickerson, they all brought it. Why they are A-list actors because they came to play. It wasn't like, they were on their cell phones and I had to get them, no, they were ready to go. It was really cool to be there.
Man, it's crazy. And, and just for those that haven't seen the movie, you guys got to check it out just because the stories and just the storytelling that, on the screen, you're seeing this movie that, like I tell you, man, it's getting such rave reviews. And, you have a major part in that storytelling because it's just the fact that you're able to put that on the screen. And I think people are able, even if you're not a wrestling fan, I think you get to appreciate just what is being put on the screen.
Oh, for sure. It's not really a wrestling movie, even though there's wrestling in it. It's a story about a family, and they go through their trials and tribulations. And every one of our families does that, and we can, you can choose to persevere and overcome that, or it could drag you down. And this family finally came out of it, and it's really cool that they were able to do that.
That's crazy, man. Let's talk wrestling. Have you been keeping up with wrestling? I gotta say, there's some good wrestling that's been going on lately on TV.
Yeah, you know what? It's really cool to see that The Rock's back, and they're doing some stuff for WrestleMania. It seems like every year that WrestleMania season is here, that WWE really just ramps it up, and gets everybody so excited to see WrestleMania.
Yeah, and it's an exciting time, man. And just the amount of wrestling that we're getting nowadays. I almost take it back to the WCW days, where you're going to see you got wrestling everywhere, whether it's the overseas wrestling, and just you get this resurgence of just not just the WWE, but just different promotions and people just gravitating just to the style and the art of just pro wrestling.
For sure. It's like the Monday Night Wars from the late 90s.
Oh, man.
Really, you got not only WWE, you got AEW, you got New Japan Pro Wrestling, you got Ring of Honor, you got MLW. There's a lot of wrestling out there, and it's all different styles. So if you're a wrestling fan, you're going to find something that really suits you out there for sure.
That's crazy. Can you are you still ready to suit up? And if the call comes, it's like, hey, we're ready to get you back in the ring. Are you ready to go?
Well, I never stop. I'm like a shark. I never stop moving. But every once in a while, I get back in the ring, and everybody's like, "Wow, man, you can still go." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can go once." It's like that Toby Keith song. I'm as good as I'm not as good as I once was, and I'm good once as I ever was. and that's kind of true. I can't do it like we used to do 4 days a week. But hey, I'll do one match. I can go kill it.
You mentioned Chico's Tacos. Of course, that's obviously a place to hit up. Where are some other stomping grounds for you down in El Paso? What's some other places you'll be hitting up whenever you're back here in the Sun City?
Well, depends what time it is. For breakfast, we'd always go to the Good Luck Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
After the bars, we'd hit the Village Inn, or we'd hit Taco Cabana. I was all over the place there.
You need those nachos from the tap.
See, I don't know that or that. I don't know that. I would never went there. That's next on the list.
Oh yeah, you'll have to try them.
There's a couple, and then of course the menudo. You got to find a good spot for menudo.
Oh, that's a no-brainer right there.
You know what? Actually, we had this debate earlier. I got to ask you. Okay, is it menudo for you or pozole? Which one are you going with?
Okay, so I love menudo in the morning on Sunday mornings, but my mom makes a killer pozole, and it's my mom's pozole trumps everything. So that's the one for me.
Oh my gosh, man! Chavo Guerrero Jr. of course is going to be a part of El Paso Comic-Con. Let the fans know why they got to get their tickets and go and see you.
Yeah, definitely come back, guys. Come by. There's so much other stuff to see there, but you get to meet me. I'll sign whatever you guys want. Take some pictures. Talk about wrestling, talk about El Paso, all that stuff. So it's kind of a cool opportunity. I don't really get to come back there all the time, so when I do, I really cherish it. I'll be there for 3 days, so come by, say hello, and meet a real Guerrero.
That's right. Make sure you guys go and check out Chavo Guerrero Jr. He's going to be at El Paso Comic-Con. Of course, you can get those details. Make sure you follow Hot 103 on Facebook today. Sir, it is an honor to have you join us today, and we look forward to seeing you out at Comic-Con.